So yeah, the only video I've ever deleted from my YouTube channel, ever, as far as I'm aware, which I took down of my own content, is, and that's out of around 1,750 videos or something, 1,760, is a video made around 5 years ago. And that video was, it's something I just didn't resonate with anymore. The video was, if you want people to hear, no, sorry, if people have deaf ears, speak louder. That's not how it works. If people aren't listening to you, or ignoring or fighting with you, they're arguing with you, there's an argument, it's not the solution to speak louder or try and force yourself upon them. That doesn't work, everyone. And we have to understand the premise. The person who's most in control and less emotionally, the person who's most calmer and in control, that's the person with the most power and the most ability, and in a way the most responsibility to protect the situation, protect the most wounded or hurted or vulnerable person, and to contain the situation from blowing up and causing enormous amounts of stress to the person who's most triggered or most hurt and upset and most out of control, to protect them, but even to protect yourself from greater pain, hurt and arguing and conflict. Protect both people, especially the person who's most vulnerable, like a child or like a wounded person out of control, but you too, and then even everyone involved, such as family, parents, children, anyone living together, you know. So what I've learned lately is, if you want to avoid or stop an argument, arguments only happen when we interrupt each other. Otherwise it's not an argument. When one or two people interrupt each other, that's when arguments happen. So to stop an argument or to avoid an argument, we have to practice, and remember to practice, and it's very important, to stop interrupting the other person. And this is what I'm learning in my own life. This is what I'm practicing, everybody, just to make it personal and real and authentic and sincere and transparent. This is what I'm learning right now, and this is what I've failed at so many times, and this is what I'm reminding myself of, and now even trying to remind and share this with you so it can help you, because I've gone through a fair few relationships and thousands of triggers, and it's really challenging dealing with ourselves or somebody else when they're very, very emotional. It's very challenging to deal with triggers and old wounds, trauma, pain, hurt, and programmed mind or ego, and ideas and perceptions and perspectives and things that are all like muddled up, and accusations and expectations and mishearing you and saying you did this and you did that and you didn't, or maybe you half did and you maybe didn't at all, and anger coming and stuff coming at you, and it's like, whoa. Listen, everyone, triggers is a word, but the emotions and the actual reality of that is very intense. So I've been on this process for a long time now, and I just want to like care for you and share with you, because I care for you, and it's one love, one family. Let's love and care for everybody and all things as best as we can. Protect, love and nurture, and help empower and uplift. And that's what I'm doing in this video, as a form of love, to teach, to protect, to empower, to feed, to give goodness, to help you become big, strong, capable and loving all by yourself, so you can live life without having to have me or some other teacher or like anybody like beside you. I'm a student as well as a teacher, and so are you, of course. We're all teachers, so that's part of love. It's to give and empower goodness and kindness. And just on a side topic, that's why I like to eat a vegan diet, because like it's the most feeding and empowering, and the less like it's the most keeping alive. It's the most nurturing, and the most keeping families together. You know, less taking away or abducting or, you know, that type of thing, like caging or even like enslaving on a farm and all this other stuff, all sorts of stuff, you know, involved. Like I've made loads of videos on that. Everyone, I'm just a person who tries to understand and practice real love, true love, and I identify like, well, what is loving and what isn't loving, and what would I like done to me and what wouldn't I like done to me. And the answers are very transparent if we just do a little bit of reflection. Everyone use their intelligence instead of just be programmed Because when we're programmed, those beautiful, like, impressionable, blank CD human beings coming into the world, programming is like, or the opposite is using our mind to reflect and question things, think for ourselves. The opposite of that is programming. We're just like living automatic, like we've been written on like a CD, and we don't even know. We think we know, but we don't, and then we just. That's why people do all sorts of hurtful things, and they just think it's normal. It's what everyone else does. But if you look in history, all sorts of mad stuff has happened, and even right now, just because it's normal or popular what you see doesn't mean it's right or healthy or natural. But sorry, I've been getting on a little bit of a tangent, but I like it. I like to just go with the flow. It's good to question everyone. We have an intelligence, but we have to exercise and learn how to use that intelligence, our mind. They say the hardest thing to get through to is a closed mind, and I understand why. I just explained why, so hope that helps you. But yeah. So apart from not interrupting, that's number one practice that I'm learning. Don't interrupt. Be quiet. Listen. Make eye contact. Look. Listen. Don't interrupt. Empathize. So not interrupt, then empathize. Empathize means to try and understand the person. Try and step inside of their shoes. Try and make a guesswork or imagine, pretend, feel into. Try and get what it might be like to be inside their body, to have their past, where they're coming from, their psychological, mental, and emotional state. How what they're feeling in their body too, like how the whole package. Where are they coming from? What do they mean? Why are they saying or doing what they're saying or doing? It's not to speak louder than them. That video was wrong. I took it down. So to look, feel, care, tune in, feel for them, care for them, love and protect them. Love is to protect and to nurture, protect. That's why veganism is a loving act. Killing animals or abducting children to milk and to breastfeed and to pregnant every year is not nurturing and it's not protective. To kill is not to protect. To keep alive is loving. Obviously, we all know this. That's why I say it's obvious. But when we're programmed, we don't notice. We just think it's normal. Normal, the lovely word normal. It's normal to kill. It's normal to have a black slave. It's normal to have all sorts of normals. It's normal. It's okay. It's normal to burn women at the stake. Witches. It's normal to have men get all the money and women can't have a vote. Yeah. If people just would exercise what I'm saying in this video, think for yourself, use your intelligence instead of being programmed like a blank CD written over since childbirth, we'd actually maybe identify what really is love is and how we really want to behave. Bullying isn't loving. Emotional or physical or abuse or exploitation or capturing is none of that's loving. Obviously, we wouldn't like to be captured, abused, killed, exploited, impregnated every year, have our children taken off us who are men because not, or our female children for impregnation taken away. Separating babies and mothers is like it's cruel. Like it's not loving. Sorry, folks. I don't mean to get off too much on that. Sorry for everyone who's not sort of feeling or agreeing or understanding or just simply agreeing with this. It's okay. We can have care and still respect or love each other nonetheless, okay? But yeah, so don't interrupt, look, be quiet, listen with care and to empathize. And maybe what I find very beneficial is like to say to the person, it's a process by the Hendricks couple who are really amazing at relationships. To say, if they say, just guess what they're feeling like, empathize, say, hey, I hear are you feeling really sad and you feeling really annoyed and stressed because things aren't working out this way or because I did this, like, are you feeling upset because I kept interrupting you? Yeah, I'm feeling really upset because you keep interrupting me. Then you say, oh, I'm sorry I interrupted you so much, like right now I'm trying to like stop from a minute ago and I want to just try and listen to you and de-escalate and help de-stress the situation and make amends from a mistake by interrupting you and causing you stress. And I'm sorry, I don't want you to be caused stress. I don't want any of us to be caused stress. So if we can, let's work together. But I'm just want to give first to you and prioritize you since I feel you're most upset. And I want to just focus and prioritize you right now without needing or expecting you to like do the same for me right now. Maybe later tomorrow or later today or who knows when. It doesn't really matter. I just want to contain the explosive argument or big disconnection and fight with loads of hurt and tears, sadness and stress that affects our body, mind, spirit. Just anything you can say like this, everyone's very powerful. This is like so powerful. My goodness, it's been so many years for me to try and learn all this stuff. Obviously, I've done lots of things throughout the years, and they've had various levels of success. But I feel like this now is the most important and simple and succinct point right now. So, getting back to the system from the Hendricks. So somebody says, when you did that, when you did this, or I don't know, you didn't do the dishes and you said you would, or you're supposed to collect the kids, or you're like supposed to bring me out for lunch, or you don't bring me roses anymore. You say, so if I'm to understand, are you feeling like, when you try and like be feeling emotional as well, is like, I'm really sorry, like I can see you're really upset, and like you wish, you observe that I don't bring you roses anymore, and you feel like maybe I don't care for you, or like I don't love you the same way as I used to, and this is really hurtful to you, and you'd really love me to care or think more or go out of my way more for you. And then you might say like, did I get it, or like, do I understand this? Is this correct? And then they might say yes, but if they didn't, then they'll say no, and then you have another go at what they're going through. And if you did get it, and they say yeah, that's kind of it, yeah, then you say like, ask them like, is there anything more, like, is there anything else you're feeling or going through that you'd like to share? Is there anything else? And you just like, it's just an act of service, everyone. You prioritize the person's emotions. You let them go. You let them express themselves. Like, I find this to be extremely important. It's very important. It's, for me, it doesn't work when we try and get off our chests, when we haven't given them the chance to get off their chest, because they're not ready to listen to us most usually when someone's really upset or stressed. And if we don't, like, are we ready? And unless we do it first and do what I'm saying, something along those lines, everyone, then no one's ready, and both people are just arguing and interrupting and trying desperately to be heard and understood and validated and cared for. Desperate attempt. And it's sad, and it's hurtful, and it's hurting, and it hurts everyone, and people are hurting, I have a lot of compassion. So if we throw in kindness, like, think of the word kindness and compassion, if we can mix that in with everything I'm just saying, and maybe with a possibly bit of praise or compliment or loving, kind words too, that can help heal a hurting relationship or argument or situation too. It's tough. It's been tough for me. I found it hard, challenging and difficult, but it's been a process. So it's nice to make progress in the process. That's good, and we can be positive for that. We appreciate any going forward and making improvements. But for me, it makes my world, and it means the world to me when I see my loved one stressed, go from being stressed and up in stress levels and sadness and hurt, to start to go stop and to go down. And that just is just like, that just moves me so much and like touches my heart. That's powerful. That's what they called, some people use the word alchemy. It's transforming and changing strong emotions to softer ones, to nicer ones. And that's what some people call being empowered or being an alchemist. Shifting emotions that are difficult, especially involved with someone else, because that's when it's hard. With just by yourself is much easier, but with someone else talking, interrupting, or getting under your skin and triggering you, that's powerful. If we can do that, it's very powerful and empowering. So everyone, this is a tricky situation, and I invite you to re-listen to some or all of this video, especially when I start talking about the relationship stuff. And remind yourself, I actually want to write a checklist so I can like look at it, like have it in my pocket or something during these times of hardship. A checklist, like airplane drivers, pilots have checklists so they don't get things wrong and create an accident. But I feel absolutely it would be so beneficial if humans had a checklist so they don't get things wrong and create an accident in relationship communication too, in arguments, and avoiding arguments, avoiding accidents, and pulling out of the accident, pulling out of wrong sort of wrong executed conversation to create positive healing conversation. It's a lovely organized pyramid. So yeah, I don't know what else to say about this, everybody. So take a little photograph. You can take a photograph. I'll make it a video. So everybody, yeah. I hope I could talk more, but I'll just end it now. Everyone, I hope that helps. That's enough practice and take home work for you for now. Hand on my heart, pyramid in my heart. I hope this helps you so much in your life, and with your loved one, your beloved, your partner, or even just with anyone close to you in your life who's your main teacher and your main triggerer, who triggers you the most and challenges you the most. They are your spiritual lesson right now, everybody, and they and you are meant to be in each other's life right now. It's not wrong or a mistake. It's called growth or expansion and healing. It's called them serving as a mirror, and you use a mirror to them. That's meant to be, and it's challenging, and there's positive, it's happy emotions to them, and there's sad emotions and hardship. But that's also called healing from the past and growing in awareness and wisdom. It's triggered you, it's invited, it's impulsed you, it's inspired you to watch this video in the first place, just to a certain degree, you know. Yeah, I wish you all the best. My name is Owen Fox. Befriend me on Facebook and Instagram. Connect there. Follow my posts. Share my posts and videos that are helpful and inspiring, or positive, or help you or inspire you. Whatever you want to share. Whatever you don't want to share, don't. But I do love it when you do want to share. But I'm happy when you don't want to share. It's cool too. But it's cool and it's nice when we share a healing or positive message to help uplift and empower the consciousness of the planet, and just individual families and people, men and women, mothers, daughters, children, sons and fathers. One love, one family is the name of this YouTube channel, and I've named that for a reason. We are a human family, and even together we're a family, and together with nature, animals, insects, plants, trees, the sky, other worlds, other dimensions, even, like other galaxies, other planets, other civilizations, other species, other intelligent life, ETs, or whatever. But even just down to the human, one love, one family. When we care for each other, that we all benefit. When we open our hearts, everybody benefits. When we heal ourselves, everybody benefits. When we go to healing, energy healing, Reiki, like one of my consultations, anything, acupuncture, bioenergy healing, spiritual healing, I don't even know the name of them. Just any of those healings which relate to energy, our chakras, our emotions, our field, our aura, baggage from the past, cellular memory, wounds, like just anything that's like, we all benefit. Heal ourselves, heal the world, help our children, help our families, help our community, help the world, help other planets. We're all interconnected. It gives me shivers when I say it. The greatest thing we could ever really do for the world is to heal ourselves and to grow, expand. But there's no rush, there's no need to get stressed over it. Just love and accept ourselves where we are. Love and accept other people where they are. And spread our wings of love and kindness and compassion and empathy. Give love, and one act of love is to empathize and put other people's first sometimes, to listen. Listening and not interrupting is one of the biggest acts of love I personally ever want to receive, ever. It's just beautiful when I'm feeling stressed or hurt or upset. If you can just don't interrupt me and listen with care and empathize and feel into me, just ask me is how I'm feeling, or like, is that how I'm feeling? Just try and understand me and get me with love and care and tenderness, and not fight me or interrupt or argue with me. That's like the biggest gift you could ever give me when I'm upset or sad, or like upset or stressed. If someone interrupts, it just makes everyone, me, you, everyone more and more stressed. So you want to not interrupt. And another thing, tone of voice and body language is more important than the words. So how you feel and your body language and the tone, the softness of your voice, that is more powerful, including how you're feeling. I'll say that again, how you're feeling beneath it. That's more important than using cool, fancy or intellectual, sophisticated wording. Yeah, it's not the words, it's the other stuff. It's the energy, frequency, and vibration, and the embodiment of your tone and your body language. Everyone connecting with somebody, caring, wanting to dissolve, having an intention, a meaningful intention to de-escalate and to bring safety and care and feeling cared for into the relationship. So yeah, some nice nuggets in this video. I didn't even expect to talk for 20 minutes. I was thinking of talking for a few minutes, actually, to be honest. Because I just made a 10-minute video before this as well. So. Alright, everyone, I'll let you go. Lots of love to you. Thanks again. And please do like and comment on this video. Otherwise, you won't be notified in the future. You have to interact. So please do hit the like button. Please do comment as inspired. I love to hear from your comments. They're really nice and like. Likes are awesome. But it's fun to interact personally. And yeah, share as desired. And I'll leave 2 videos at the end here, something like that, 1 or 2 or 3 videos. And as usual, they're my past videos or something. You can enjoy them. Have a look at my wall for my playlists. Friend me on Facebook and Instagram. And for my herb store for personal consultations with family and relationships too. Have a look down below in the description. For 20% off first time subscribers, order on my herb store, higherselfherbs.com, with herbs, superfoods, enzymes, and individual herbs and herbal formulas. Check out my link below. Subscribe to my herb store. Get your discount. Get what you want to get. If you have any questions or like little for asking me to help you on a topic or an ailment or a goal, just message me. I'll message you back. And other than that, have a lovely day. Thanks for watching. Loads of love. I appreciate you, and you rock, and keep being wonderful, and I love you. You're brilliant, and we're all brilliant. And yes, let's do it together as a team.